Look at this. I'm about ready to jump off in there. That is beautiful. This is just still beautiful. Point of today's mission, I'm gonna go up the exploration of these woods back here and show you some stuff besides just the hut. Up the ways I got my original establishment. I got a cave, a couple caves to show you, and that's what we're gonna do. Alright, later. Alright, from here I'm gonna walk straight up there to the ledge, and then there'll be a little trail that'll take me up to the top cave, and so we'll see what we get from there. Alright, peace. Alright, now here we are up on the up at the beginning of the creek that runs by the hut. Standing up here on top of the hill, probably about a 25-foot drop down to the water down there, and it's rained so much there's actually water coming all the way from the road. I've never seen it up here before, and it just runs and runs off right here, so it's like an actual serious waterfall. Lots of water going over there on the side, and my cave's right over there, and that's where we'll end up next, down at the cave. And this is just beautiful stuff out here. Alright, now I'm down here on the bottom. I was just up there, and now I'm down here on the bottom of the cave, and it's just beautiful down here. But as I've expected, this is where I came in and I did my crawfish boil, and I put them logs in there and made a table, you know, put them boards in there. That's all my juniper bedding in the back there. And this cave is sweet. It's probably about 20 feet. It goes back about 15 feet. This is the edge right here. So it's like it comes from here, and then that's all the cave part back in there. You can see how it's daylight out here and then dark in there. It's pretty sweet, but as I've expected, the daddy long legs have taken over in here too. Look at this big old pile of them right here. All that is daddy long legs, all that brown. So that's just terrible. And there's a patch over there too of brown, and that other patch of brown. That's all daddy long leg piles. And now right here they come. Go. I don't know what the hell the deal is with these motherfuckers, but I don't like them. So we won't be going into the cave. Not that those will bite you or anything. It's just creepy when 1,000 of them drip on your head. Oh man. So need a couple more foggers for the cave now. But it was cool. I had that can right there. I guess this old paint can. And I started my fire in that paint can, and you can see the pineapple can still on top. I put a little water in from the creek over here, boiled it up, got it going good and boiled, and threw my crawfish in there. And that's what I did on Super Bowl Sunday. Hung out in the cave and had crawfish. And it was awesome because it was snowing outside. It wasn't snowing hard by any means, but there was some snow flurries. So I just hung out in the cave, had my fire going. I was on that juniper bedding back there, which it's all dry and brown now. You can barely tell, but that's a bunch of juniper branches I stuck down there, so I'm not sitting on the cold rocks. And that was nice and cushy. And you can still see I got some firewood there. And it worked out pretty good. Just throw that couple logs off in the bucket there. I had some grating that some rabbit wire that the pineapple can's sitting on, and made a nice little boiler. I threw some more logs over there to break up for sticks, and they're all still in here. But yeah, it was cool. I came in here and I seen some crawfish running up here on the top, because this part never dries up. no matter how dry it gets, there's always water right here. So there's crawfish up here. And then whenever it rains real hard like this, they usually wash down to where the hut is. And as long as you can get them before the water dries up, you can catch crawfish right there at the hut. But apparently they haven't made it all the way down there yet. And I threw the trap in right here. Caught like a dozen or so crawfish. Went right over there to the hut and boiled them up. Or right over there to the cave, rather, and boiled them up. So it was pretty sweet. The cave. It's so thick in here now. Back when I did that boil, none of these trees had any leaves on them. And you could see a lot more, you could see a lot further in the woods. It was great. It wasn't as pretty, but it kind of was, because you could see further in the wood. You could see more rocks than just trees everywhere. As you can see, like right here next to me, there's just giant boulders. And it's just awesome. That's like 3 or 4 foot over my head right there. This big rock formation just hanging out. In the cave. Oh, the cave. Hawk, man. 3 red-tailed hawks right there. Can't tell me those guys are hurting in Texas. Those things are everywhere out here. Look. 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 3 red tails flying around me. Now those guys would make some pretty arrows right there. Illegal! Okay, now as you can see, we've moved up in elevation from down where the hut is. These are more, you can see more sunlight in here. They're a little less dense. It's up on top of the hill. It's a little more desert oriented up here. I guess because the rocks are probably tighter packed over here. Not enough soil and nourishment like in the creek bed down there. But and this is the original A-frame hut in HD finally. So this was pretty good. A little fire pit, which the one time I started a fire, Dov called me and said, "Hey Phil, you need to put that out because I can see the smoke." But the original A-frame hut. Lean-to hut, A-frame lean-to. Look at all the spiders, man. Ugh. That's gross. I guess this is going to be slapped full of daddy long legs too. But yeah, I took some time and threw a bunch of logs, and I mean, hell, you can't even see it from right there. I got to back up. But it's definitely the hut. And this was original. This was cool. I liked hanging out here because this is real close to the apartments. You just cut right through over there and you're to the gate. But so that's it. And it is good. And the sun ain't really hitting it right now. But I should have got this footage later. But it's pretty cool. Let's see if there's any daddies in here. Actually, it looks pretty good. Some kids have been in here. Some buck here. That's funny. So when I made my fire, I had this. And it wasn't, the end was broke off, so I had the spark of that, and I had another one that the flint didn't work, but it had gas in it still. So I used the spark of this to light the gas of the other lighter, and that worked out pretty good, actually. But here's inside the hut with crazy inadequate lighting right now. And this was pretty cool. I told the kids they could hang out here anytime they wanted to. Dude, it's just fucking massive. Massive spiders everywhere now. Alright, I'm getting out of here. But, so whenever... Oh look, I was going to use this as an arrowhead. I probably still got stuff hanging in here that I was going to use for something. Maybe even some original Indian arrows stuck in here. They might have found all those. Looks like they did. I made this. This is my club. Ah, crank! My fly swatter. That worked out pretty good. Can't believe it, it's still green. Well, I guess I can, it's a cactus. But that was pretty funny. Let's see, what else? I think I took most everything else to the other hut. Oh, here's an arrow. Well, the end of it. That's what I was going to do, try to find me some of that yucca stalk. Alright, let me go do that. Alright, this is the spiny yucca plant right here. Not spiny. God, what did I call it? Anyway, it's some kind of yucca. And you're supposed to be able to break these. I gathered some stalks. You're supposed to be able to crush these, get the fibers out, and make cordage out of them. So I'm going to try that, just because I saw it on a video, and see what I come up with. But this is what the plant looks like that I'm using. Alright, for later reference. Alright, bye.